Hey everyone, it's Epoch here, and welcome to my entry into this week's comic book cover challenge set by Alan at Comic Collector Geek. This week's theme is another gimmick theme, this time it's wraparound covers. So I've dove into my personal comic book collection and picked out 10 covers that featured a wraparound cover. Now, Alan did say as well in his video that we could use this as an opportunity to maybe show off some comic related books as well, because they'll often have wraparound covers too. So I'm going to show off 2 books and 8 comics in this particular challenge. So let's take a look at the books and comics I've picked out. I'm going to start off with the books. So first up is CG Vacation, published by Z Comics, which is a hardcover book featuring many of the characters from the crowdfunded comics of the Comicsgate movement. It's quite a fun hardcover. It's kind of a love letter to swimsuit editions of the 90s. So on the front here we have this is a wraparound cover by Dale Keown, the kind of prolific Hulk artist. So on the front cover here we have some of the characters associated with Comicsgate. So we have Cyberfrog here on the front. We have Dale Keown's pit on the cover here, and it kind of wraps all the way around. They're kind of at this kind of beach scene, and on the back we have some more characters. We have the Krim, which is one of the Z Comics characters. There's RT Bears, black and white. We have Shane Davis's Starlight Cats, Graham Nolan's Shanu in the background there, and Cecil, who's kind of a character within that within CG. So this is just a fun wraparound cover, which is a cool kind of beach scene featuring all these characters who are kind of the avatars of independent crowdfunded comics at the moment. So that's CG Vacation. And the second book that I'd like to show is Hot and Messy, which is Amanda Connor's latest art book. This was a crowdfunded art book on Kickstarter, which I backed, of course, because Amanda Connor is my favourite artist. So I had to add this art book to my Amanda Connor collection. I have a few of her art books as well as the many of her covers. So this one's called Hot and Messy, and it just kind of features a lot of the characters that she's drawn that are more the independent characters. So we have the Pro on the front here. Amongst a few, and it kind of wraps round to some of the spine doesn't continue the image, but the image does continue on onto the back page. So we have like Painkiller Jane there in the background, for example, and just some of the characters, which is just a really fun how we can kind of see that montage of all of the characters. It's some of the characters that she's done and the kind of fun they're getting into. So it's a really fun art book, so check it out if you get the chance. I'm not sure if it's available in retail yet, but I'm sure it will be eventually, either through the Paper Films website or through any store or whatever. But yeah, it's just a really fun art book if you enjoy the work of Amanda Connor. So that's Hot and Messy. The first comic book that I'd like to show is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Free Comic Book Day 2022 edition, which is the first full team appearance of these mysterious turtles. And this is a wraparound cover where we have the kind of turtles there on the building, and kind of wraps around to continue the image. So I've included this one a bit lower down because it's not obviously the full thing, because it's the black cover as well. And this is of course also a homage to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1. Now I don't actually have a copy of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1 because well I'm not that rich and I'd like to keep my arm and leg because that's how much it will cost, but I do have this Free Comic Book Day edition which reprints that, and you can see that there as well. But if you do want to see a copy of the original, you can see that on Alan's channel on the original video, as he has that shown there. But I'm just for me, I'm showing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Free Comic Book Day 2022, which is the first team appearance of these mysterious turtles here in that wraparound cover that homages Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1. In 7th place this week is Spider-Man Volume 2 #1, which features this cool wraparound cover here of we've got Spider-Man kind of on a giant web kind of between the buildings of the city, so we can kind of see a top-down image of the city below and the streets below. But here we have Spider-Man kind of crawling on the web, and that kind of wraps around all the way, so you can kind of see kind of that big image there of the web all over the city with Spider-Man crawling on it, ready for action. So that's Spider-Man Volume 2 #1. In 6th place this week is Alien Alamo, which is a creator-owned book by Graham Nolan. Is kind of famous for creating Bane and working on Batman with Chuck Dixon. This is one of his creator owned books through Compass Comics, which is his own imprint, which he crowdfunds through Kickstarter. So this was one of his books, Alien Alamo, which is like a 50s B movie type script where these kind of alien bugs attack. And on the cover we have this this is the main cover, which is a wraparound cover, which features the cast of characters defending the farm from the kind of bug aliens we see on the cover, and that wraps around to the back where there's even more of them kind of attacking and jumping over the fence, and the sky in the background here is getting kind of bit and stuff. So it's just kind of a fun adventure, kind of alien invasion wraparound cover showing the extent of the attack, the kind of base under siege story, which is a lot of fun. So that's Alien Alamo. In fifth place this week, we have Marvel Fanfare number 5. A lot of these Marvel Fanfare covers were wraparound covers. In this particular one, we have Doctor Strange kind of locked in mystic battle with this character here. And as the image kind of wraps around the cover, we see Clea here kind of at the window of the Sanctum Sanctorium casting this spell whilst Doctor Strange is fighting that guy, which is just a really kind of cool, fun action scene for Doctor Strange. So that's Marvel Fanfare number 5. In fourth place this week is the Uncanny X-Men number 325, which is quite a fun wraparound cover. It's got this kind of foil logo here as well, which is fun. Here we have the X-Men, so we've got Storm and Colossus and Wolverine here, kind of locked in battle with these characters here. But this isn't just like a 2 kind of page wraparound, it's also a gatefold cover as well, so we get even more of the image. So on the other side of Storm, we get the X-Men logo. So you can see that there. So that's kind of the three panels. And then on the back cover on the other side, we have more of the characters that they're fighting against there. Which you can see there. So it's quite a fun wraparound. A wraparound and a gatefold, just with foil as well. So one of those kind of try gimmick covers from the 90s. So that's the Uncanny X-Men number 325. And at number 3 this week, we have Harley Quinn Invades Comic Con International San Diego number 1, which is a one-shot comic. Which is a lot of fun. Here we have kind of Harley Quinn running through this crowd of cosplayers. I really like this bit in the front cover. Is this guy cosplaying as a Joker's kind of like smiling at Harley and is kind of looking at her in a kind of lovelorn way, and he's a partner here dressed as Harley Quinn isn't best to pleased. As we can see, as we wrap around, we can see that Harley Quinn is knocked out either Batman or a Batman cosplayer, and we have some of these other characters here cosplaying as well. We've got like Power Girl and Wonder Woman and Catwoman and all sorts there. So it's just a kind of fun one, kind of showing the crowd at a Comic Con. So that's Harley Quinn Invades Comic Con International San Diego number 1. In second place this week is She Senryaku number 2, which is a really great wraparound cover by She creator Billy Tucci. Here, a great cover by Billy Tucci here. Here we have kind of She kind of sitting down across the wraparound in front of this kind of, I think it's a tiger rug, or is it a real tiger? I'm not sure. Double check. But here she is kind of in this scene by the kind of Japanese sakura trees and big windows as she kind of lays down there. Just looking really cool. So I really enjoy this cover of She, this wraparound cover by by Billy Tucci of She, on the cover of She Senryaku number 2. And my number 1 pick this week goes to Vampirella number 1 from Harris Comics. This is the 2001 volume, and here we have this kind of cool white cover, which is a wraparound cover featuring the Vampirella logo in this kind of red foil, and we have a Vampirella kind of lying on top of the logo, looking quite sexy. So it's just a really fun Vampirella cover, Vampirella wraparound cover, where we have our kind of lying on top of her logo, which is in this cool red foil. So yeah, it's my number 1 pick for the wraparound cover challenge, Vampirella number 1. So that was my entry into this week's comic book cover challenge set by Alan, the comic collector Geek. This week's theme was, of course, wraparound covers. So if you'd like to take part, then just pick out 10 wraparound covers from your personal comic book collection or any books that you might have that are comic related that feature a wraparound cover, and just make a video showing them off. And if you use the hashtags hashtag wraparound cover and hashtag Friday Comic Challenge, that way everyone that takes part in these videos can click on those hashtags and see your video and check out some cool covers. And you never know, we might see some cool covers that we want to add to our own collections, and likewise if you check out other people's videos you might see some cool stuff that you want to add to your own personal comic book collection as well. And this one was quite a fun challenge. I do enjoy wraparound covers, they're always cool to see because there's so much detail you can get sometimes, but also kind of hated this challenge at the same time because I was kind of freaking out, kind of like holding the comics there by taking them out the bag. I think if this one comes around again, I'll need to invest in some of those clear comic boards that are out at the moment, which are cool, although the import fees are not great. But you know, hopefully I can do that. But yeah, still a cool challenge regardless to see the wraparound covers. If you'd like to check out some of my previous entries into the comic book cover challenge, then please click on this playlist. It's linked here at the side, and otherwise I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.